Okay, there we go. Just checking out some of the map stuff for Urban Dead right now. Is this stuff actually updated in real time? Hold that thought, it's the first I've seen of this. Is it there? Here we go. Sorting out my browser and stuff on here. Oh right, and closing My Little Pony would be a great step forward as well. Get out of here. Interesting. Where are we right now, anyway? Right, when we were here last time, it was into Gulsonside and the trashing of Blessley Mall, and it went down nice and easy without too much of a fight. And yeah, even the abstract painting, the Christmas lights are down. As far as I can tell, there's no other big things happening in Gulsonside. I've had nobody report of lots of survivors around. However, I did hear that there are a lot of survivors at Fort Perryn. Now, I love the forts in this game. There are 2 unique forts on the map. This map is 100 by 100 tiles, so it's a pretty big place, but there are 2 3x3 areas. We can show it on the wiki nice and easily, because we can go to wiki, we can go to city map. Here's Gulsonside, and the fort is in Penville. I've been to Fort Perryn quite a few times, so I know where it is, but I want to show it here. We're currently in the Blessley Mall, but if we head to the southeast, we'll see the top bit of Fort Perryn. So I'm actually going to make my way over there and see what's happening. There are some lit up areas here. There's also somebody by the name of Livin' Dead who's just hanging around outside. If anyone wants to chew on them on the way, then fine. Oh, hey, there's someone called Dead Young. Who could this guy be? Whoever he is, he's in a straight jacket and a toe tag. Livin' Dead. Anyone gonna chew on him? Well, somebody certainly is. They're going down, and there we go. Nice kill by Sia Arthel. Right, down south, through Osmondville. There are a few lit up places here, but now we're in Penville. And if we check with the map of Penville, we want to go down between Bellis Park and Sears Park. There's Sears Park. There's a grave, a cinema, a bank, and here we have it, Fort Perryn. Now the forts are very different. You try to enter them from the outside, and nope, we've got heavy, complex walls not allowing us in. The only way into a fort is through the gatehouse. And gatehouses are pretty interesting because they cannot be free ran into. So survivors who want to enter a fort have to go in through the gatehouse, which has to be kept very strongly barricaded. Very strongly is actually not as strong as advertised. You want barricading to be extreme if you are a survivor. Very strong is actually quite easy to tear down as a zombie. We don't have a lot of AP right now, but if we can smash this and get in, we should be able to see the survivors that are inside. Unfortunately, I'm having suck luck at breaking down the barricade today. I don't know if anybody else has the AP to actually help tear it down, but it's down to quite strongly already. Another bit, it's down to lightly. Down to loosely, and there we go. And when we step in, hello! There are a lot of people here. That's a lot of chewing. The thing about a fort, perhaps we can bring the fort up on the map here. Fort Perryn, here we go, Fort Perryn. It's got an infirmary, so survivors can get their health supplies here. It's got an armory, so they can get guns and ammunition here. And if I recall well, the storehouses or the vehicle depot have fuel and generators. I think, I'm not 100% sure on that, but they do serve as a great place to get plenty of equipment to fight off zombies. The only thing that they really lack are needles for reviving them, so combat reviving is out of the question. A lot of survivors here. I am under no delusions that they're going to have an easy time just chucking out 3 or so of us, but I think they need to be put in their place, especially since there's someone here called California. Kurt Cobain's account is here as well. We really need to chew into them. So, with the doors open, here we go. You hear a loud and familiar bellowing voice nearby. I like the sound of that. I too could bellow, but that's a lot of AP. That will, however, alert all the other zombies in the area. There are people to chew on here. I don't think you should be chewing on poor Dead Young, though. He doesn't deserve it. I'm actually going to add Dead Young to the contact so he doesn't keep showing up. Or rather, he does show up so I can avoid him. So, what to do? With only 6 action points, not a lot to do, but if you are shambling around in Malton and you want to have a proper fight, Fort Perryn in Wittenside is the place to come to, with plenty of survivors to chew on. This is a larger lot of survivors than I've seen for quite some time in the game. It's no Kiger Mall, but for where we are now, what'll I do? I'm going to take a bite out of Puss. Or I'm going to try to take a bite out of Puss so I can infect people with my bites. Or I can try and fail multiple times. Some rude chap revived me. Now my name makes no sense. Hang around long enough and you will get chewed down. Okay, well I tried several times and I could not hit Puss even once. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to take a few days of ravaging to take down. If it can even be taken down, the thing about survivors is they have a great early advantage in a siege. I imagine most, if not all of these people, are armed to the teeth with medicine kits and guns and ammo to blast us down. But this is my call to arms. Get yourself down to Fort Perryn Gatehouse and let's trash the place. I don't have any action points left, so there is diddly squat that I can do anymore. I like to keep 1 action point so I can still refresh and see what's going on. And what is happening is Dark Tourist, an unaffiliated zombie. Maybe they heard the bellow, or maybe they're watching this and came along, but they decided to take a bite out of Kurt Cobain. Gatehouses are pretty difficult to defend as a survivor, mostly because you can't barricade it as much as you'd otherwise like to. And getting revives can be tricky, but they must really want to hold their fort. If we can take it down, we can probably start holding. The game doesn't really work like holding Acro, especially for zombies. You ruin things and move on. You'd need a lot of spare accounts at the ready to leave zombies everywhere such that they couldn't be retaken. Although then again, if you brought enough zombies, you could probably trash the entire place. Take a lot of accounts. Like I said, it's a 100 by 100 city. Okay. Oh, there we go. Dead Young is actually dead now. That's Sia Arthel taking him out. So that's Sia Arthel as well. And there we go. Dead Young died. Rose is a zombie. Is he going to take anyone down? Well, they're all pretty high health, so I have my doubts. Within 2 days, they'll all be gone, says Divine Alpaca. I like the sound of that. Well, like I said, I am tapped on AP, so that does it for my jump into Urban Dead. But when we come back tomorrow, there'll be full action points. We'll already be here. Tear down the gatehouse in no time. Kill everyone inside. That's the glorious plan. So if you're watching this and you've been on the fence about joining in, come join us. We can kill a lot of people over in Fort Perryn. Right, I'm going to take the stream down. I'm going to see to a particularly early dinner, and I'm going to have some Bannerlord shortly to wash the taste out of all these Punisher games out of my mouth. So until then, it's a very brief cheers and a cheerio.